Perseus. That's me.
That's who you're named after.
Because he was a hero?
Because he was brave and kind and against all odds, he managed to find his way to a happy ending.
Percy Jackson is a modern-day demigod. He's a 12-year-old kid who is struggling at school, dyslexia, ADHD, he's dropped out of 6 schools, and then he finds out that the reason for all his problems is that he is the son of a Greek god, Poseidon, the god of the sea. And now he's got to go on an adventure across the country to retrieve a lightning bolt that's been stolen by Zeus. Hilarity ensues, monsters attack, you name it.
Maybe I won't even need a sword. I'm gonna need a sword.
The story really is about our family. The main characters are really part of us.
Greetings from San Francisco. I know you know it well.
Yes,
we do.
Rick, you had this idea of a book because you were doing bedtime stories with your son.
That's right, yeah. Even before our son was born, as a matter of fact, I was teaching in the Bay Area at Presidio Hill School and using Greek mythology with my kids there. We used to do an activity in class where I would say, create your own Greek hero and make up an adventure. So that's where Percy Jackson really came from. It's from my time in San Francisco.
So what you're telling me is that there would be no Percy Jackson without San Francisco.
Exactly.
I think that's fair to say.
I think it definitely is.
When our son came along and had learning differences, I used that same model and turned it into a bedtime story for him to make him feel that it was okay to be different.
I'm used to the world feeling weird to me. Like a puzzle with half their own pieces.
I know that some of the challenges that Percy faces in learning differently, that's something a lot of parents can relate to, and a lot of kids can relate to.
It is the spirit of the first novel in the series to allow kids that are different or feel different to be seen and to feel like they can also be heroes.
The master bolt has been stolen. If you don't return the bolt, there will be war. That is your quest.
You needed to write it, and you did, and it has been a bestseller. So we're talking about best-selling books, then we're talking about movies, a musical on Broadway, and now a series on Disney+.
I think the first thing to know is that we went into this understanding that we did not know the business, and we were not putting ourselves forward as experts at making a TV show. We had to lean on a lot of wonderful people, a great team that would teach us how this process works, because it is very different than writing a book. With a lot of good help, I think we got there.
Percy Jackson, we've been expecting you.
And you also have a lot of wonderful actors who are playing these roles. Did you have a part in picking those folks?
Every step along the way. The only expectations was that they embody the character that they're playing.
TV lends itself better to telling an adaptation of a novel because with 8 episodes in a season, we can tell the entire story of The Lightning Thief, the first Percy novel, and have a fairly broad canvas to do it on. And I think this time around, it feels like Percy Jackson.